All right, let's talk about the weather for southern India for October 9th, 2025. Today, there is one particular system that is absolutely stealing the show, and we're going to break down exactly what that means for you.
Okay, let's dive right in. To really get a handle on today's forecast, we've got to figure out what's driving all this action. We're calling it the hero of today's weather story, and believe me, it has earned that title.
And that hero is an atmospheric cyclonic circulation. Now that sounds a bit technical, but really, just picture a huge spinning system of winds. It popped up overnight and is now sitting perfectly near Kanyakumari, just pulling in moisture from the sea and getting ready to affect weather all across the southern peninsula.
But hang on, before we give our hero all the credit, let's get a quick status check on the other major weather players that have been in the region. What's their deal today?
Well, they've pretty much left the building. The Shakti cyclone has fizzled out and weakened, and the southwest monsoon has totally withdrawn from the north. This leaves the stage wide open for our cyclonic circulation to completely dominate the region's weather.
So, with this one circulation now running the whole show, what does the big picture actually look like? Let's take a quick tour across South India and see just how it's making its presence felt.
We'll start our tour over on the west coast. Kerala is sitting directly in the path of this system's moisture, which means, you guessed it, it's set to get a whole lot of rain throughout the day.
And we're talking widespread rain, from Thiruvananthapuram and Kollam way down south, right up to Wayanad in the north. Expect moderate to heavy showers pretty much everywhere, and some of these districts could even see some very intense, heavy spells.
Moving north from Kerala, this system's influence stretches pretty far, right into Karnataka. The inland regions there are definitely bracing for a very active weather day.
Yep, we are looking at heavy rainfall forecasts for many of these inland districts. So, cities like Bengaluru and Mysuru, places like Kolar, and especially the mountainous areas around Chikmagaluru, you should all be ready for some serious downpours today.
Now let's head over to the east. The story here is a little bit different. While Andhra Pradesh can still expect some thunder showers to continue, the forecast for most of Telangana is looking a whole lot drier.
So, the main action is really focused on Andhra, with heavy rain likely in districts like Anantapur and Tirupati. Over in Telangana, it's probably just the border districts that might see some of that rain, while major cities like Hyderabad are expected to stay mostly dry.
Okay, now let's turn to the state that's going to see the most significant impact of all, Tamil Nadu. We're going to do a deep dive here because it is right in the path of all this moisture.
We'll kick things off in the southern and western parts of the state, and this is where the local geography plays a huge role. You have the Western Ghats mountain range acting like a giant barrier, forcing all that moist air to go up, cool down, and then just dump even more rain. It really intensifies things.
So yeah, widespread moderate to heavy rain is definitely on the cards for all of these districts, from Kanyakumari all the way up to the Nilgiris. Those moisture-packed winds hitting the mountains are just going to enhance the rainfall, especially right along the Ghats.
Now this is the really crucial part. There is a specific alert for a chance of very heavy rain in the mountainous parts of Thani district and also the Valprai and Palachi areas. These high-altitude regions need to be particularly watchful today.
Okay, so moving away from the Ghats, what's the forecast looking like for the northern and central interior districts of the state?
Well, these areas, including Salem, Krishnagiri, and Vellore, are also forecasted to get some heavy rain. And this really shows you just how unstable the atmosphere is today, because those downpours will likely come with thunder and lightning. So please, be cautious.
Finally, let's check out the forecast for the coastal belt. What can cities like Chennai and the districts around it expect today?
Here, the story is quite different. The forecast all along the coast, from Chennai down to Nagapattinam, is for much lighter and more scattered showers. The heaviest and most widespread rain is absolutely going to be concentrated over those inland districts.
So, that covers the nitty-gritty for today. But this weather pattern is all part of a larger seasonal shift. So let's take a quick peek ahead at the next major weather event that's just around the corner.
You see, what we're experiencing right now are classic pre-monsoon thunder showers. They're kind of the opening act for the main event. And right now, all signs are pointing to the official start of the northeast monsoon right on schedule, around October 17th or 18th. Okay, I know that was a lot of information. So, to wrap it all up, let's boil it down to the most important points you need to remember for today, October 9th.
Here are the 3 things to take away. First, it's all about one system. That cyclonic circulation is the hero behind all the rain. Second, there's a critical alert for very heavy rain in the Western Ghats region of Tamil Nadu. And third, for everyone in the interior parts of South India, be prepared for thunderstorms.
This gives you the big picture, but we want to know what it's like where you are. After all, the most accurate forecast is the one happening right outside your window. Let us know how the weather is in your area. Stay safe, and thanks for watching.